Hey guys, so here we go, another camping trip, another day of being in nature and in the beauty of Gaia. And I'm still blessed that I can do what I love to do, and I can get to do this as well. I hope that you are continuing looking at working your dream, right? It's time to leave those corporate jobs and it's time to live your dream, even if you have to, sell your house and get to a smaller house and a smaller car, whatever it is that you have to do. But when you're happy every day, it really makes a difference. And I just wanted to bring some of this beauty to you guys. This is the suspension bridge, and it is in the Hillsborough River State Park, and right now is super quiet because it's a Tuesday and there's no one here, which is the wonderful thing about being in the state parks when it's a weekday. So follow me. I'm going to show you the view from up here, and it's absolutely beautiful. And this is the walkway. You can see some of the rapids down there. So I wanted to talk to you about a session that I had a couple of days ago. And in this session, I take the client to the time when they're planning this lifetime, because she had very abusive parents and boyfriends too. So I take her there, and we get to talk about soul families. As she goes up there, she goes into her soul family. She calls it a pod because it's just a bunch of souls together in one, let's say, virtual area. So she called it a pod. And it was so interesting to see how all of that works, right? So it is just amazing. So I will be uploading that probably on Thursday for you to see. So I highly suggest you see it. Another thing that is coming through is that we really need to start living our truest, most happiest life. And so when we don't do so, it's out of fear, right? And out of trust. So those two things are really important right now, is letting go of fear and battling the fear. You guys have no idea the fear, the pure panic I had the first time I drove my RV, my caravan, my recreational vehicle. The first time I drove that thing, my heart was pounding. I was in pure fear, but I went through it and I did it. And it was like a bridge, right? And the more I did it, the less the fear was there. Same thing with dealing with the RV and all the things that you have to do with the RV when you're done with it. And every step of the way, I was like, no, I'm not going to let fear take over my life. Because then what life do I have? I have no life. If it was because of fear, I wouldn't do anything. And I just decided I'm done with that. Fear is part of life, and part of life is conquering that fear and feeling amazing about conquering that fear. So, please, fear staring you in the face, stare right back, because it's time for us to take our lives back. It's time for us to really start living our true lives, especially now in this time when we know that others are gonna need us. We gotta be on our A game. So I ask you, please, 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 if fear is in front of you, stare at it right in the face, give it love, and say, I'm not letting you affect my life. Remember, fear is there to teach you something. Let it teach you something. If you don't do anything about it, then you're not learning anything about it. So allow for fear to be in your life, and then allow yourself to fight through it and to get through it. And I promise you, the lessons are beautiful once you do. I would not be here right now if I didn't have this RV. I wouldn't be here every 2 weeks in beautiful places if it wasn't because I stared fear in the face and I said, enough, no more. No more. So I beg you, please, be strong, be brave. You are the creator in a human body. You can create anything you want as long as you believe you're worthy of it. So work on your self-worth issues, okay? Work on the fact that you are incredibly amazing. No matter what your parents told you, no matter what your siblings might have abused you to tell you different, no matter what the teacher told you in school, please put all that aside. Please forgive and start understanding that you are the creator, alive in a human body. And now it's time for you to live your fullest life. Now, let's talk about self-worth. Okay, let me give you a different view now. So let's talk about self-worth. Self-worth is all about loving yourself. Despite the fact that you had abusive parents, an abusive childhood of whatever kind it was, and now, because that's all you know, you're still living in that. And it's time to separate yourself from that, to heal those wounds. And if just so you're aware, I still have about 7 or 8 spots in the Mastering Healing Your Emotions workshop. And in that workshop, we work on going back to all those traumas in your life that are holding you down, holding down your frequency, holding down your worthiness, healing those, and then understanding how to manage emotions on a daily basis so that they don't become stuck again. So if it's something that calls out to you, it's on July 10th. It's a Saturday. I believe it's at 11 a.m. Eastern. I made it so that European people could attend as well. And again, I think I only have like 8 spots or something like that. So I hope you join me. I hope if you don't join me, that you still find a way to heal. Look for courses on self-love. Whatever you have to do, it's time for you to be happy. And it could be that you don't know what it's like to be happy, so that feels uncomfortable. But it's time to fight that. It's time to fight the fact that you might feel uncomfortable without being in the space that was created with your childhood. So now it's just time to really let that go, and it's time for you to flourish, to be the flower that opens up. So know and understand you are the creator. You are the creator of this reality, and it's time for you to live your life. I love you.